Thanks to everyone who have subscribed. If you have not, please do. And thanks for coming out here. I really appreciate you. Africa will have good governance if youth sends away older generation. Obasanjo. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time we're reaching you today. Thank you very much for your continuous support. We really appreciate you. Thanks for always being there. God bless you. Thank you. Well, this is Olusegun Obasanjo. Yes, speaking to African youths and telling them that you need to take your place. This set of leaders are not ready to leave anytime soon. They are not ready to give the youth a chance to govern the nation and to direct the nation appropriately. This set of leaders constantly wants to be there. You know, we keep saying it at Apple Line Media. That how come since 1960, it has been the same recycling of the same people. We've not had, clear-cut leadership since 1960. We've not even, all we have is the same people who wants to be godfather, who wants to rule, who wants to lead at all costs without giving the young people. What happened to any youth? 40, what happened? How come they can't get into office? What's the problem? What's going on? How come it has to be the same set of people over and over and over and over again? We keep recycling them. If it is not Obasanjo, it is Buhari. If it is not Buhari, it's Atiku. If it's not Atiku, and these are the same people coming again. It's Tinubu. When their children are already having children, I don't get it. When you guys were in power, you were this. So when do you want the youth to take over? This is the problem we have, not just in Africa, mainly in Nigeria, where they want to sabotage the youth. The youth try to express their view immediately. As soon as they're talking about revolution, they quickly sabotage them. That's what's going on. They quickly just, put police and soldiers to quickly, stop any kind of peaceful protest. Anyway, guys, let's get into the news and get all the details. Nigeria's former president Olusegun Obasanjo has said that it will take vigorous and creative youth to instill good governance in Africa, saying the youth can only replace older generation in leadership position by squeezing them out of office. Olusegun Obasanjo, who decried sit-tight syndrome mentality of many African leaders, asked Africa and Nigerian youth to determine affirmative action enshrined in the constitution of political parties as part of systematic and gradual process to phase out the older generation of leadership on this continent. Obasanjo made a statement on Wednesday in Abeokuta while delivering a keynote address at an interactive session held virtually to mark this year's International Youth Day, where participants were drawn to Africa, Mali, US, Ghana, Kenya, and South Africa. The former president said, unless the sit-tight Africa leaders are forced out of the stage, they will continue to occupy leadership position. Unless you squeeze those who are in office and those who want to remain in office perpetually, some after even turning 80, unless you squeeze them out, they don't want to get out. They want to rule forever and ever. This type of change I'm talking about, I believe, can all be embarked upon is to subscribe to the constitution of political parties in favor of youth, or if you like it, you can call it affirmative action in favor of youth. For instance, if you say in the constitution of a political party, not less than 50% of those who hold executive position within the party will be less than 40 years old. That is a good start. You are just making sure that people that are 40 years old will hold 50% of executive office within that political party. You can even go beyond that and say that people who will be put in elective position, not less than 50% of them will be less than 40 years of age. That affirmative action, that position discrimination in favor of the youth. Guess what? Youth will begin to come up. I'm saying this because if you leave it entirely for people to do for you, nobody will do it. They don't want to do it. You have to do it yourself. They want to be there forever and ever. You have to squeeze them out if you want to take over and bring good leadership in Nigeria and Africa. That is Olusegun Obasanjo, former governor, former president, of Nigeria. He's talking to the youth. He said, this is how, the only way to take over. Teaching the youth. He said, you know what? It's for political parties, first of all, to say 50% of our governing, those who will take on executive position must be 40 and less. That's where you are given opportunity. Look at the president of France now. Young people have today's idea. You are talking about digital and analog. Can't you see the difference? Very clear. But these people don't want the young ones to come in at all. They want to continue to enjoy all the dividends of democracy, which is not bad. But what we are saying is a time will come. A wise father will step aside for the son, knowing that one day you will be no more, and that son will definitely be there. So if you want to see the future, if you want things to be done decently and in order when you are not there, you have to start teaching. You have to step back and give administrative position to these same youths that you are not sure of. As you begin to guide them with guidance here and there, you will see that they will be stronger, better. They say the youths have vigor. The glory of the youth is in their strength. They have determination. Some of them are well traveled. Give them the opportunity to rule this nation. Give them the opportunity to give some political advice and guidance. Why did APC win the election? One of it strategically and mainly is because they got they got the youth idea to write their manifesto. They got youth to put together a well-written, convincing manifesto. And guess what? Because Nigeria, all we want is a few naira here and there. By the time they give you 1 million naira or 2 million or whatever the case may be, you feel you are better off. But the truth is, we are not given opportunity to develop ourselves and for us to be the ones, in position and in charge. Not just being in position and in charge for namesake, but really affirmating clear-cut direction, giving new innovatives, giving new initiative that will make Nigeria move forward. This is what we are talking about. Olusegun Obasanjo is standing by the side of the youth. He said even after turning 80, they don't want to youth. They don't want to leave. They want to stay there forever and ever. But for us to truly take over, we must stand our ground. We must become wise again. We must say no to continuous being, oppressed. Look at a revelation that we are talking about. Omoyele Sowore is one of the youths who has come up to say, Nigerian youth, let's take our place. But these ones, no, they don't want to give us that space. Guys, what do you think? Leave us a comment. God bless you. Bye for now.